This is my first article, The Neglected Birth Order, Middleborns. And in the introduction, it states the definition of a middleborn child. And the definition of a middleborn child in this article was having an older and younger sibling. In some cases, they have the second-born child in a four-sibling household is considered a middleborn, but not in this case. The purpose of this article was to examine the middleborn perspective and their self-esteem compared to the firstborns and lastborns, because many articles do not discuss the middleborns. They just talk about the birth order between first and lastborns. This article takes a unique gap as it talks about the age of the siblings, the sex of the siblings, and how far apart they are in age, and the number of siblings. It also states that the firstborns have a higher self-esteem than lastborns, which is not relevant to the middleborn discussion, but I wanted to bring it up because it did say that in the introduction. The rest of the article will be organized as such. The first part will be the relationship between birth order and self-esteem. The second section will be the hypothesis and methodology. The third section will be the empirical findings, and the fourth will be summarizing all of the results. The methodology. There is a model was made to explain the determinants of self-esteem. And in this model, it conducted 2,200 10th grade boys. And this is important because this article relates just to boys, and you'll see in the results why it's important. The only control variables that were used was the social economic status, the race, the marital status, the performance in school, and the amount of parental support and praise. And the marital status is of the parents. The results. The first hypothesis conducted states that the self-esteem of middleborns will be lower than the firstborns and lastborns. And this result was true, because the lastborns and firstborns were significantly lower than the middleborns by 0.14 units. The second hypothesis was that the birth order effects will be greater than the narrower than the spacing of siblings. The results came out to be that the self-esteem of a middleborn child decreases when the spacing between siblings increases from 1 to 2 years. The third hypothesis states that the self-esteem of middleborn children will increase when there's a uniqueness of gender. And this is important because we did a study on boys in this article. So it says that when there is other family siblings are boys, there is no change in the self-esteem. But when all of them are girls, there is a significant increase of self-esteem. And that is obvious because a boy will feel dominant in the sibling relationship, and that's why their self-esteem will be more higher.